Imagine standing beneath what looks like an entire forest, only to discover that every trunk belongs to the same tree. It sounds impossible, but for the banyan tree, it's simply the way it grows. Meet the banyan tree, scientifically known as Ficus bengalensis, a member of the Moraceae family. Native to the Indian subcontinent, it's famous for growing outward instead of simply upward. Unlike most trees, the banyan sends aerial roots down from its branches. Once they reach the ground, they thicken into woody trunks that support an ever-expanding canopy. Over centuries, a single tree can spread across several acres, becoming one of the largest living organisms on Earth. At first glance, a young banyan looks much like any other large tree. It has broad, glossy green leaves, a thick trunk, and a wide canopy that provides deep shade. As it matures, however, long rope-like roots begin hanging from its branches. At first they resemble vines, but once they reach the ground, they slowly harden into new trunks. Year after year, the process repeats. One trunk becomes many, and the canopy continues expanding in every direction. An ancient banyan can contain hundreds of supporting trunks, making it feel less like standing beneath a tree and more like walking through a natural cathedral. Some of its branches stretch so far that it's difficult to tell where the original tree actually began. The banyan thrives in warm tropical and subtropical climates, with plenty of sunshine, seasonal rainfall, and well-drained soil. Humid air helps its aerial roots develop, allowing them to grow downward and establish new supports. Unlike many trees that compete for height, the banyan focuses on spreading outward. Given enough space and time, it can continue expanding for centuries while producing countless new trunks. Mature trees are surprisingly resilient and can tolerate periods of drought once their extensive root systems are established. For generations, the banyan has been much more than a shade tree. Its vast canopy has sheltered travelers, hosted village meetings, marketplaces, festivals, and places of worship. Its bark, roots, leaves, and latex have long been used in traditional medicine throughout South Asia, although many of these uses are still being researched. Ecologically, the banyan is a keystone species. Its figs feed birds, bats, monkeys, squirrels, and many other animals, making it one of the most valuable wildlife trees in tropical forests. In many villages, it continues to serve as a natural gathering place where communities meet and socialize. Few trees are as deeply woven into culture as the banyan. Throughout India and much of South Asia, it symbolizes wisdom, longevity, and endurance. In Hinduism, it is considered sacred and often associated with eternal life because of its seemingly endless growth. Many temples were built beside ancient banyans, and communities still gather beneath their branches for ceremonies and celebrations. The tree even earned its English name from Indian merchants known as Banyas, who traditionally conducted business beneath its enormous canopy. One of the banyan's most remarkable traits is how it begins life. Birds often deposit its seeds high in the branches of other trees. The young banyan then sends roots toward the ground while growing upward into the sunlight. Over time, those roots surround the host tree, which may eventually die away, earning many banyans the nickname strangler figs. Some of the largest banyans are so massive they require roads to be built around them. The famous Great Banyan Tree in India covers more than 4 acres, yet is considered a single tree supported by thousands of aerial roots. From above, it resembles an entire forest rather than a single living organism. Growing a banyan requires one essential ingredient: space. Young trees benefit from regular watering and full sunlight while establishing their roots. As they mature, they become remarkably hardy and need little maintenance. Allowing the aerial roots to reach the ground is what gives the tree its iconic appearance, although gardeners often prune them when space is limited. The banyan isn't cultivated for timber or fruit production. Instead, people have traditionally gathered small amounts of its bark, leaves, roots, and latex for medicinal and cultural purposes without harming the tree. Its figs are left largely for wildlife, making the banyan far more valuable as a living ecosystem than as a harvested crop. The banyan tree shows that greatness isn't always measured by height. Sometimes it's measured by how much life one organism can support. It doesn't rush to become extraordinary. It simply keeps growing, one root at a time. Few plants demonstrate the power of patience and resilience quite like the banyan tree. What plant would you like us to explore next? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to discover more fascinating stories from the plant kingdom, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.